Welcome, everyone, as we're here back at the Appalachian Wireless Center. I'm joined with Eugene Newsom. We're ready to break down the second night of the boys tournament. Man, oh man, I'm excited. What about you, Eugene?
I am too, and I witnessed last night a team. I think right now they've got to be a front runner. I got to see tonight's games, but I sat on the floor last night. Johnson Central was up and down the floor, and I'm telling you, they showed a lot of team speed. They really moved the ball, and I think we're going to see that tonight. We've got two great matchups here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena that's going to feature some thoroughbreds of the 15th region. We've got Martin County. They've won the All-A 3 times recently. They won the 15th region 2 years ago at Sheldon Clark, and, of course, go back to the years of Inez. Rich tradition history out of Martin County. And then you got Belfry. And Belfry, it's been a while since they've been to the state tournament, 90, 91, 92, behind the likes of J.J. Hilton, Sean Hager, and company like that. But you're looking at two teams tonight in our first game. They want to taste that trip again to Rupp Arena. Everybody does. But and then the second game tonight, we've got Pikeville, and you go back in Pikeville history. If you talk to anyone, say my age or older, they're going to talk about John Bill Trivet. They're going to talk about Wayne Martin. They're going to talk about Ken Trivet. They're going to talk about the trips that Pikeville went to the state tournament. Kevin Garris, that's the tournament host, was a great coach at Pikeville High School. I got to work with Bart Williams a year, Dave Thomas. And then you look at Paintsville. For years and years and years, it was Bill Mike Runyon.
Yep.
And one of his proteges, Landon Sloan, has taken over and has really, really kept Paintsville in the storyline each and every year to get to the Sweet 16. And don't be surprised if both games tonight, if they're just not bone-crushing, tough, down-to-the-wire basketball games.
Listen, I put on the post, any one of these four teams can win the region. Absolutely. I really believe that. And then you throw in Floyd Central and Johnson Central, who's already there now. I think it's any of those six.
That's going to be a good ball game tomorrow night. I know Johnson Central, they had their way with Phelps last night. Phelps, that wasn't the Phelps team that we have been seeing. But Johnson Central, they look like they've been pinned up and had been boxed up, and then all of a sudden they was let out of the box and they were just racehorse basketball up and down the floor. But, hey, one of our predictions last night, Powell County beat Letcher County Central.
Yep, absolutely.
And then that was over in the 14th. And then, of course, also tonight over there, you've got Wolfe County and Lee County. Now, why would we mention Lee County and Wolfe County? Lee County has the leading scorer in the state of Kentucky. Yeah. That is a fraction ahead of Martin County's Braxton Keithley that'll be in action here tonight. And his name is Corey Flincham. And I've seen him in the 8th grade put up 50 points against a team out of the 14th region. And that's going to be an interesting game as far as how many points and if Lee County can get to the semifinals for a while. And then the big dogs are going to take the stage, Knott County and Hazard. Oh. Man alive. What's the center called in Knott County? We'll just call it Knott County High School Arena. It has a name.
Morton Complex. Yeah.
I don't think it'll hold it tonight.
Oh, it'll be packed, won't it? That'll be a big game, too. You got the state leading scorer.
You got Wolfe County, who is they just love their basketball. And then you've got the traditional matchup between Hazard and Knott County. And then tonight, Martin County, Belfry, they're neighboring schools. You just go right down the Tug River, and you're going to be right there. And Paintsville and Pikeville, take a little trip down
23,
Sandy, or 23, and you've got a rivalry between Paintsville and Pikeville that might be as good as you get.
Absolutely. Well, you're looking behind us. You're seeing people start to fill in. We're still over 50 minutes away from tip-off. We're super excited.
And people are coming in.
Yep. This place will be rocking.
I expect 4,000 or 5,000 that'll be in and out tonight. Maybe not all in time, but this will be our biggest crowd of the tournament tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow night we turn to the girls' semifinals. That ought to be really interesting. Saturday, girls' championship, boys' semifinals, great basketball. And we're going to be right here to cover it all for you.
Absolutely. Well, let's tell you what, before we get into breaking down these two first games, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back in a minute right here on Appalachian Prep Sports Network and G Sports.
In life's hardest moments, you deserve comfort and care. At Hall & Jones Funeral Home, we guide you with compassion, honoring your loved one with dignity and respect. From traditional services to meaningful celebrations, we're here for you every step of the way. Hall and Jones Funeral Home, where every goodbye is filled with love.
Back pain, stiff neck, or everyday aches that keep you from living the life you love. At Hall Chiropractic, we provide gentle, personalized care to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Whether it's pain relief, better mobility, or overall wellness, our team is here for you. Don't wait. Call Hall Chiropractic today and get back to what matters most. Hall Chiropractic. Your health, your life, aligned.
Welcome back, everyone, on APSN and G Sports, your home for the 15th region coverage. Nobody's got you covered like APSN and G Sports.
Oh, I got to do my Dick Vitale imitation. It's March Madness, baby.
There we go. Exactly right. And we're excited to be here and hope you guys are too. So do us a favor, hit that like and share. Tell everybody we got 2 great games. And man, oh man, Eugene, that first one, I'm excited because we saw these 2 teams play earlier in the All-A, and it came down overtime, remember?
Well, and a controversial ending,
Oh,
depending
yeah.
on who you talk about
Yeah.
and whoever interprets the rules. I'm not a referee. I don't know, but Belfry thought that there might have been a ball handling miscue, but Braxton Keithley, ice-cold veins, I think he thrives for this.
Oh, he loves it.
He loves this stage. He plays all over the country. This is not going to be anything new to him as far as playing for big stakes. And I think he will be the man that Belfry have. I know that Martin County has other players, but they better pay close attention because the other night or a couple games he's went on some 10, 12, 13-point runs by himself. And get this, he's the second leading scorer in the state of Kentucky, fractions of a point behind Corey Flincham.
Well, listen, every big fight, every big game's got to have the tail of the tape. So let's look at this tail of the tape right now. Here you go. Man, oh man, Eugene, you want to cover it?
Well, first of all, Belfry 21-10. What a job that Coach Perry has done at Belfry. No wonder he's the coach of the year.
I agree.
21 wins for Belfry when they have been struggling as of late, and they're here. They were just a bad break away from maybe winning in the All-A Classic here and averaging almost 70 points a game. They've got to play defense tonight. Their field goal percentage, and they're even with them pretty much. You look at the three-point range and all that. Everything on paper is pretty even. But it was on paper even between Phelps and Johnson Central. But the free throw percentage, big difference, 79 to 62.
Man, oh man.
That's, champions can be made at the free throw line. And I'll go back to what Bobby Keith said back in the 80s, and I know I probably wore this line out. He got beat in the Sweet 16, and in the press conference he was asked, Coach, what about your team's free throw shooting? You think that was a factor tonight? And he said, gentlemen, teams that miss their free throws and dogs that play on the highway don't last very long. So I think the key to the game is Belfry's got to make their free throws
Exactly
tonight.
right. They better not foul Martin County Lake. When I was putting these stats together at about 1 o'clock this morning, their backcourt is crazy when it comes to free throws. My, oh my, they are just on fire. 3 guys shooting near 80 to 85% from the foul line. Who do you foul late in the game,
Not Braxton Keithley.
No, you better not. Exactly right. Hey, speaking of Braxton Keithley, one of the things we always do, we look at the Hall Chiropractic key players, and let's start with Martin County. Oh, did we mention Braxton Keithley?
Well, and I like to say, who do you put on the bus first? When you go to travel, play a game, you want to make sure that he's there. And he has played through some injury. He's a tough kid, and he scores well. But I'll tell you something else he does. He is a leader on the floor. He passes the ball, sees the floor. He's not selfish at all. But when he needs to look for his shot or take his shot, he can do it. He's hit over 100 three-point baskets this year, 84% from the free throw line. It doesn't get any better than that.
No, you're exactly right. Listen, I've known this kid a long, long time. I've watched him grow up. He's had a basketball in his hand the day I met him, and he's still got a I bet he comes in carrying one tonight. Yeah. The kid eats, sleeps, and dreams it. People say all the time, I'm tired of hearing about him. I'm tired of Well, listen.
I'm not.
Nobody,
I want to keep him in.
Me too, man.
Keep playing.
Me too.
And not only that, we'll get to it in a moment. We put him up as a feature. But we could have chosen
there's
others.
more.
He's got the teammates to go with him. And I think that's why they're a contender to win this tournament.
Yeah, you've got 2 or 3 guys. Yeah, you got 2 or 3 guys that could have been up there as well. But it's hard to argue when you're the state's second leading scorer. But listen, everything you're saying about Braxton Keithley, you can talk about our next gentleman from over at Belfry.
Yeah,
and
Brody
that's Mr. Brody Little. My. Transferred from, he was at Belfry, spent all of his middle school career there, left and went to Pikeville for a couple years. Now he's back, and I'm sorry, he is not a senior. He is a junior. I apologize for that. So Brian will fix that for us. But look there, Eugene, again, shooting near 50% from the floor, almost 41% from behind the arc, and he's an excellent free throw shooter at 76%, 16 points a game.
I think he is an excellent player. There you see he is a junior. But I want to tell you something about Belfry. You go down the line with Belfry, they're athletic as they can be.
Oh, my goodness.
They have athletes from top to bottom. And I think that athleticism of Belfry is going to have to be one of the things that's got to come through tonight and has got to shine. Now, I think, Martin County averaging about 80 points a game. They want to get it up and down the floor. And on the other hand, I think Belfry wants to be methodical. They want to get in their sets, and they want to put the ball tempo in their control. And with that, we're going to step away for a short break. And when we come back, we'll have more. This is the Final Warmup show from ASPN and G Sports. Stay tuned. You see the arena. Come on down and join us.
At Valley Discount Pharmacy, we're more than just prescriptions. We're your neighbors. Whether you need affordable medications, expert advice, or just a friendly face, we're here for you every step of the way. Fast service, trusted care, and prices that won't break the bank. Valley Discount Pharmacy, local, reliable, affordable.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
Ready to take your ride to the next level? Trust the pros at J.I. Fab in Pikeville for custom ATV and UTV protection products built tough for the trail. From roll cages and rock sliders to bumpers that can take a beating, J.I. Fab builds it strong and built it right. Locally owned, professionally crafted. Call 639-2029 or visit ji-fab.com to get your ride trail ready. J.I. Fab. Custom protection. Pikeville tough.
All right, Eugene, back here. We're ready to rock and roll. Hey, listen, now we've got you set. You've seen the key players. You've seen the stats. Let's talk about what it's going to take to win this thing. Let's go to the J.I. Fab keys to the game.
Yeah, we talked about these pretty extensively. Martin County, defensively, they got to keep the ball around the perimeter. They do not want to let the ball get inside, and they've got to rebound with Belfry, which I think they can. But, sometimes – the best intentions just does not happen. You have to do those two things for Martin County. And for Belfry, I think they have to guard the three, and they've got to keep the cards out of the foul line,
Yep.
off the foul line,
And
shooting 80 miles.
Should
80 miles.
should have a
80.
P on it too. It
Yeah.
should be keep. So he's fixing that. But keep the cards off the foul line.
Yeah, they're an 80% team
I mean,
shooter. I mean, that's in the top tier.
That's
of free
unheard
throw
of.
shooting. Yeah, it is.
I mean, really, that just makes it so difficult to get all that. You know, you can't get behind them because if you do, you're done. So that's our keys to the game. But now, let's talk about these starting lineups, Eugene. I know Brian's going to pull them up for us. We've got the projected starting lineups, and we call it projected because coaches do change, right? But Martin County, this has been their standard. It is Bryson Dials at the guard. And let me tell you what, you said one of those guys we could mention. Right there he is, Mr. Logo himself. He'll pull from anywhere. Eli Mills, another great outside shooter. Alan Moore, the unsung hero, kind of does the dirty work inside, Eugene. Goes and gets every loose ball. Of course, we talked about Braxton. And then I think the senior right there, Devin Maynard, is huge. Huge.
Well, looking at those 5 starters for Martin County, Braxton Keithley, he comes in at 33 points a game. You talked about Bryson Dial, 16.7, and then they're the only double-digit average players, but everybody else is in that 8-9 range. You got Eli Ellis, you got Devin Maynard, and we've seen him on the football field. He's tough, he's strong, and he can be a factor. And then you got Braden Markham, who is also a very formidable player for the Cardinals. And when you look at their lineup, gosh, I don't see a senior starting.
No, Maynard's the only one.
Maynard. Yeah, Maynard's the only senior that starts. But if you look down the rest of their roster, just a couple of seniors that they see limited playing time, this is a team that's going to be reloading a little bit. Coming back again with even more firepower, maybe.
Let's go to Belfry. You got the point guard, Carter Jude. You got Bryce Hagee. I'll let you get ready. Peyton Owens, a forward. Boo Williams and Brody Little, as we mentioned. And you know, Eugene, the thing I'm going to talk about right here. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
They don't start a senior.
No,
if I'm
they
not
don't.
mistaken, they don't. Every one are juniors. So every one of these guys will be back. So should be some great action. As we mentioned, Brody's averaging right at 16 a game.
And looking at this little glare here, but Grayson,
No.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Now.
Carter Jude's another
Jude.
one. Yeah,
Carter Jude. He is everywhere on the floor.
Exactly right.
You know, there's just not one spot that you can defend him. And I like this Belfort team, the way that they can interchange. And, what will they do? Will they go straight man-to-man? Will they play zone? I know that Martin County shoots the ball well outside, but I believe I might play some zone and try to take the gap away from them and defend the three, to have a hand in their face, make them hit a couple shots early before I would get into a man-to-man. Now, I may be wrong, but, that's – I'm not at practice, and I don't see what I see is when I'm here and when I watch what is coverage. But I really think that man-to-man might be a little tough for Belfry tonight, but their zone and being able to get on the boards would be really good for them.
Well, their length, that's the key. So that gets you ready. Game one will be starting here in right at, 40 minutes now. 40 minutes from tip-off. The arena's starting to fill up. Let's jump in real quick and do a little bit of talk about the second game of the night, which to me, Eugene, you said it. These two are talking all about history. They love competing against each other. If there was a game of marbles and these two were playing, people would come to watch, right?
They would. And, let's start with Paintsville. Of course, they had the longtime coach, Bill Mike Runyon, several trips to the state tournament, won the state tournament in 1995. Some great players. And I really hated to hear that John Pelfrey is going to have to move from Murfreesboro. He's no longer the coach there, but, hey, he'll land somewhere. But some great players. Let's see if we can come up with some of them. We've got John Pelfrey as one. We've got J.R. Van Hoos, Mr. Basketball.
Craig Ratliff.
That's
Josh
another one.
McKenzie.
Yeah. Landon
Todd
Sloan.
Tackett.
Landon Sloan,
the coach. We can just go down the line, and there's not many opportunities that we've been to the state tournament that we haven't seen either a Paintsville or a Pikeville team on the floor performing. You look at Pikeville here, just a few years ago, they were the team that knocked out North Laurel and Reed Shepherd. Now, what's that saying about your basketball program?
You're pretty good, is what
and
they
they went 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
And Elijah Justice he played for the big schools. He played at the University of Louisville. He made a big shot at Madison Square Garden to get the Louisville Cardinals to the big dance in Houston. I mean, the experience that these players and coaches have, or these coaches have, that they bring to these players, if they listen to them. How many times has Elijah Justice, Greg Newsom, and the people that are on the bench been involved in the state tournament? Landon Tunner and his staff and the people of Paintsville, how many times have they been a focal point of the state tournament? You know that this is going to be the chess match of all chess matches.
Oh, it's going to be a dandy. So, talked about it. Let's go to the tail of the tape, and then we'll take a quick break and get ready to look at the players. But man, oh man, Paintsville 15-14. That record is deceiving, right? Because they
were building and they had a tough schedule.
They have played
on, but they have been on a roll. We'll look at in a few moments. We'll look at what they've done in their last few games, but they come out of that very tough 58th district, and you got Johnson Central, McGoffin County, and also Martin County. No, not Martin County.
Yeah, 57's got Martin, Paintsville, Johnson. I mean, my, oh, my, that is tough. That's three of the top five right there.
You got to play Martin County and Johnson County twice.
That's 4 games.
In regular season and then the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the super region, you got to win in the super region to get here. And that is another thing. The 3rd seed the last 2 years of the super region here at the Expo, well, not last year at the Expo Center because of the flood, but it's been the last 2 years, the number 3 seed in the 15th region, super region, has made it to the Sweet 16. Now, why do we have a super region? Kentucky High School Athletic Association bylaw says if you have less than 15 teams in your region, you play a super region. And there's a couple of them this year. The 15th is one of those. And get this, next year in the All-A, there's only going to be 2 teams in the region that's not going to be playing in the All-A. So, and then again, for Paintsville, for Pikeville, this is home away from home.
Oh, exactly right. They played a lot of games.
And then Martin County, over the past few years, it's been home away from home for them as well.
Exactly. Let's look at the tail of the tape. Valley Pharmacy helps us bring that to you. Points almost dead even. Field goal percentage. Pikeville's just a tad bit better. They shoot the 3 just a little bit better, but Paintsville makes up for it at the free throw line, Eugene. Another great free throw shooting team. And Paintsville has the rebounding advantage. So that is our Valley Pharmacy tail of the tape.
One thing, too, and it may be on your keys to the game. I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and pull those up. But bench scoring.
Yep.
I think if you go to the bench, I think it's going to be Pikeville's advantage if they have to go to. How many teams has a Wesley Buck that they bring off the bench?
Yeah. He would start for almost every other team, in the region. But hey, now we've looked at the talked about the teams. We've delved into the stats. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and look at 2 special players, one off each of these teams, and then we're going to give you our keys to that second half, and then we'll turn it over to the G Sports team to bring us home. So you're watching APSN and G Sports. We'll be right back.
2 minutes.
I'm out.
Ready to start a real career? At the Carl D. Perkins Job Corps Center, we're training tomorrow's workforce tuition-free. Get paid while you learn and earn industry-recognized certifications. Live on campus, meet new people, and prepare for the career you've been waiting for. If you're 16 to 24 and ready for the opportunity, this is your moment. Carl D. Perkins, Job Corps Center. Start training. Start earning. Start your future today.
I'm Cliff Smallwood, and I'm running for magistrate in Pike County, District 3. Some of you may know me from helping launch and develop Hillbilly Trails, which has brought tourism and new business to the area. I'd be honored to have your support and your vote.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
In life's hardest moments, you deserve comfort and care. At Hall and Jones Funeral Home, we guide you with compassion, honoring your loved one with dignity and respect. From traditional services to meaningful celebrations, we're here for you every step of the way. Hall and Jones Funeral Home, where every goodbye is filled with love.
Back pain, stiff neck, or everyday aches that keep you from living the life you love. At Hall Chiropractic, we provide gentle, personalized care to help you move better, feel better, and live better. Whether it's pain relief, better mobility, or overall wellness, our team is here for you. Don't wait. Call Hall Chiropractic today.
Boy, Paintsville and Pikeville from the 15th Region Tournament right here on G Sports.
Don't sell this first game short
no,
now.
No, but I'm excited. No, I think, no, I'm with you. This place is going to be rocking, Eugene, here in just a minute. As they're already starting to file in. We've got the band playing. Listen, you can't beat a band at a high school game, can you? That just makes it feel home.
Yeah,
Smell the popcorn.
sometimes when we go to schools and they don't have the band or the cheerleaders are off for competition or something, it's really it really changes the atmosphere.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we've set you up. Now we're going to take a quick look. First, we're going to go over to Paintsville and look at their sensational player, Mr. Anderson Laufer. Another junior. My, oh, my. Have we talked about that junior class enough tonight?
The juniors, you know, the 15th region is loaded with underclassmen, and Laufer is one of them. I think that he might have had 17 or 18 points in that earlier victory against Pikeville, but he shoots 53% from the floors, from the three-point range. He is deadly out there. You know, he has hit 22 out of 79 free throws, just under 80% free throw shooter. And so you're looking at Anderson Laufer as the player that Belfry's going to have to, or Pikeville's really going to have to take a close look at. I get a little confused when we do these two teams like this.
But listen, I'm going to tell you what. But then you go over to that Pikeville side, and here's another log jam that we could have picked anybody, but I went with Jackson Keene. I think he's the key right now.
Oh, he's got to be the man tonight. He is a senior.
Yep.
That senior leadership, that senior scoring, field goal average of 54%, averaging almost 20 points a game. You know, he's played some with a sprained ankle. He's healthy. He's ready to roll. 80% free throw shooter. If for Pikeville to win tonight, Jackson Keene's got to be on his game, and he's got to have, and I'm going to go one more step farther. I think the youngster Mark Bowling has to have a super game handling the ball and dishing it off, and he's done that recently. He's done that well recently, and I think he's a big part of that. But you got some other cohorts in there, and we'll talk about them in a minute. But
absolutely.
One thing that we forgot to do.
What?
We forgot to do a little bit of business.
Yeah.
We need, for all of you that are watching right now, we need for you to hit the like and share button.
Yep, absolutely.
And we need you to hit the like and share button for Appalachian Prep Sports, G Sports, WPRG. We are working hand in glove and bring you coverage. And I'll tell you what, I hope you are enjoying it. If what I don't see here at the game, I go home and watch a replay.
Yep, absolutely.
I really love the coverage that they have been bringing. And so now we'll get back to the keys of the game. We got that little piece of business taken care of.
Paintsville, they've got the big guy. They got to win the battle of the boards. They've got the 6'7" Brock Woods, big man. They got to dominate the boards. Keep them off the glass. Don't give Pikeville second chance opportunities. Pikeville's got athletes. They got leapers. That's my opinion, Eugene.
And they may go at him to see if they can get him in foul trouble. And the key to the game is to stay out of foul trouble. Go straight up, put the hand straight up, try to affect the shot visually, and I think things will go. But Pikeville needs to hit the three-pointers.
Well, and Paintsville needs to guard the three. That's the key. They better guard the three because, my, oh, my, you can't let Pikeville get by with that, you know, because that's what they do. And then I think for Paintsville, or for Pikeville, they got to keep Laufer in check. He's their leading scorer. Like you said, he's the one that hurt them the other night. because when you look, you know, real quick before we'll take a look, this is what they're playing for right now. We already know. We've got the big board right here. We've got the big board. The winner's going to get to come up. The player for the game's coming up each and every night. They're moving them right along. Floyd Central's punching their ticket.
I think
Johnson
the kids are enjoying this too.
Oh, I do too. I do too. We're having a blast. But that's the reason right there. They've got to take care of business, both of these teams. But now let's look at who we project. And again, I say projected starting lineups because honestly, coaches sometimes change on us.
But we haven't seen a lot of change between these people.
No.
And I think, you know, we talked about Wesley Buck a few minutes ago. You could interchange him as a starter for either one of the 10 that are up there right now.
Yeah.
But I like what Pikeville did. He transferred. Pikeville had their team chemistry. They had everything the way they were going. That was just icing on the cake for them. Jackson King from Pikeville, we said it has to go through him. Then Grant Hall. He has been prone to get into foul trouble. He is absolutely, I'm going to call him a pest defensively.
Yep,
he will absolutely aggravate the offensive player to death.
Well, listen, that gets you right up to tip-off. We've covered both games in and out. We've got it all covered. You've seen the big board, Eugene. They're ready now.
Picking the winner yet?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
I'm going Martin County Pikeville.
Okay.
Who you got?
Oh, I refuse to answer on the basis of incrimination.
Brian,
no,
who you got?
I think Martin County Pikeville would be a good pick, but don't be surprised if it's not just the opposite. I would go that way.
I'll take the upset in the first, Belfry.
Oh.
And I can't go against my Panthers.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, we are so thankful you all took time out of your day to visit with us and get you prepped and ready. We say we give the most in-depth coverage there is. Ready to turn it over to our G Sports family in the background.
You take it over, guys.
It's all up to you now, guys, as we'll play our intro and we're gone.
You got